Good morning.
Hello! Today we are looking at Splendor. Splendor.
Splendor.
I'm going to say Splendor.
Yeah, why not?
It's 2 to 4 player game by Space Cowboys. I want to be a Space Cowboy. Space Cowboys.
That was a film, wasn't it? With James Garner and
I don't know.
some other. Oh,
This is-
Tommy Lee Jones.
This is a set collection game and card drafting game.
Yeah, so this is very simple. It's an old classic, and we've not played it before. It's been on our shelf of shame for a long time, and I've been saying we should play it as a classic.
We've been dying to play it.
Yes, I have. So anyway, we played it. Nice, simple game. It works very well at 2. So the way it works, there are 3 decks of cards, and they're each sort of higher strength. So deck 1 is kind of victory points available of 0 to 1 or 2. Deck 2, victory points 2, 3, 4, 5. Deck 3, victory points 3, 4, 5, 6,
Up to
7,
10,
10,
12, yeah.
So you've got those decks of cards, and you stack them along the left-hand edge and pull off 4 up of each. So you've got an array of 4 cards to the right of each deck, and they are available mines. I think they are provinces or whatever. There are mines that mine various types of gem. And
I think
you
it's a
can buy those.
development.
Development, yeah.
Yeah.
You can buy those with your gems that you buy, and the gems are these poker chips that are laid out across the table.
They're nice, good quality little
Yeah,
poker
really
chips,
nice
aren't
kind of handy, you know, tactile. That's the word I'm after. Tactile.
They're handy.
They're very handily tactile, and so there are sets of those are diamonds and rubies and
Emeralds,
and,
sapphires.
yeah, what's the other that black thing? Topaz? No, I can't remember what it is.
The black
and then,
gem.
and then there's gold, and the gold doesn't count as a gem, but the others do. And on your turn, you're basically collecting either a gem of some description in a certain way, and I'll tell you how, or you're buying one of these provinces and building up your victory points. And the first player to get 15 victory points, you finish that round, and that's the.
It's building up your what you've got every time, isn't it? Like slowly building up your stack.
Building up your little engine there. So it's a bit like Century Spice Road if you played that.
Yeah.
So the way that the game works, you've got one of 4 actions that you can take each turn. One action is you can take 1 gem from 3 different gem piles. So you get 3 gems of 3 different types.
That's easy for you to say. 3
really
gems of different colours.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, a diamond, a ruby, or an emerald. So you've got those. There's 3. That's one action. The other action you can take is you take 2 gems of one type, but you can only do it if there's a minimum of 4 in the stack.
Yep. I think you've got to keep them in there, haven't you? I think is that why the rules there?
Yeah, well, in a 2-player game, that is the stack, isn't it? In a
Yeah,
2-player
it is,
game,
yeah.
The whole stack is 4.
Otherwise,
so
you just
can
have
only
them all, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you can just you can take 2 diamonds if there are 4 there. If there are only 3 there, you can't. So you have to do the 1 of each type action. So that's the second action you can take, is to take 2 gems. The other action you can take is to buy one of the provinces if you've got enough.
I'm saying development.
Sorry, it's not provinces. Yeah, it's a mine. I think isn't it? It's actually
I'm saying it's
It's
development.
actually a picture of a mine. So if the mine costs, there's a cost on the mine there, so it might be 2 diamonds and 2 emeralds. If you've got 2 diamonds and 2 emeralds, you pay those back into the supply, and you take that, and that's, if it's got victory points, that's victory points for you. If it's got 0 on it, it's just a collection of that same gem. So they count as a gem. So if it's a red mine, it counts as a red gem in yours.
But it's good because it's a permanent gem, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't have to pay it up when you buy, and we'll explain that in a minute. And then the 4th action is you can reserve one of those mines or development.
I literally just said it.
You can reserve one of the mines by literally just taking it into your hand, and you can hold a maximum of 3 in your hand. And the reason you would do that is to stop somebody else getting it. If it's got a lot of points on it, or it's something close to what you're aiming for with a certain sequence of gems. So you might think, oh, she's collecting similar, I'll grab that one quick. And you grab it and then you just replenish the missing tile, and the same goes when you buy one. You replenish the missing tile from the deck according to the one that's
the
next to
row,
it.
yeah.
And when you take a card into your hand as a reserved card, a reserved mine, you take a gold as well.
Gold.
And the golds count as wild gems. They don't count as gems per se, but they count as wild gems. So if you were short of a ruby, you can use a gold instead of it. So that's the 4 actions that you can take, and the game.
It's pretty simple,
close,
really.
Yeah,
just one of 4
3,
actions.
4, yeah. Just take it in turns. If you play it with 4, you just go around clockwise. And the idea is, like I say, if you buy a mine with a gem, you pay it back into the supply, so it's available.
Yeah, you lose the gem.
Replenish the stock of gems, so you lose that gem. But if you buy a mine, let's say you buy a red mine, it's a ruby mine, you buy that and that's in your supply, that counts as a ruby, but it stays in your hand. So if you had 2 rubies, 1 gem and this red card, and you were buying something that cost 2 rubies and something else, instead of paying 2 rubies and losing them, you pay 1 ruby and I've got this one. So you just need to have it. So for instance, further down in the game, you might have 3 or 4 of those.
Yeah,
red
and
mines.
an emerald and a sapphire.
Yeah. And
does help.
Those 4 would count as a payment towards a mine that costs 4 rubies. You don't give it up. So that's why you buy these lower cost ones or ones with no victory points, because they count as
and they help you
payment.
Being able to afford the higher up.
Yeah, and that's it. You literally just take it in turns, taking those actions. You can only have a maximum of 3 reserved ones in your hand. You can only have a maximum of 10
gems.
I was going to say chips, but it's gems.
Yeah. Gem chips.
You have a maximum of 10 chips in your hand. The ones that are cards and mines don't count as that, but physical gems. And that includes the gold as well. So if you've got 10 chips of any sort.
You were getting above the 10, weren't you?
Yeah, as soon as you kind of get that many, because you're trying to stock up, obviously you're trying to buy a big expensive card that costs 7 diamonds or something like that. So you've immediately got 7 diamonds, let alone anything else.
I've got 12.
Yeah, and as soon as you go above 10, you just have to put them, whichever ones you want, back into the stock.
Yeah.
And you just keep going until one of you got 15 points.
15
very
points.
Simple, very straightforward.
Doesn't seem like much 15 points.
No, it doesn't take long to get there, to be fair. It's kind of, what was it say on box? 30 minutes. Yeah, it's probably about right. Yeah, 20,
probably 25. A bit quicker than that.
Yeah. Sweet little game. I can see why people have raved about it for so many years. It's relatively old now, so I guess there's probably games that beat it in the same style. We've not necessarily got a Century Spice Road, maybe, but so it's a fairly quick, simple game.
I like to compare our scores actually to this one and Century Spice Road.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a look at to see what. Yeah, because in fact we haven't played Century Spice Road for quite a while. We've been too busy reviewing games, but we'll have to have a go at that and see if we kind of still like it and whether we like it better than this and stuff like that. But so let's jump to scores quickly then. So what did you think of it? You weren't very enamoured, really. It's fairly sort of.
Yeah, I liked it.
It's okay, but it's just kind of like a mechanic.
I was a bit.
Really.
It's okay. I'm not rushing to play it again.
The theme is not massively like.
Theme didn't jump out at me much. I did like the little gem chips. And I like the fact sometimes you can, if the person forgets to reserve the development, you can half-inch it from under their noses. That's quite good. Take that there.
Just sort of another point that I haven't mentioned in this.
Please mention.
There's a section of nobles.
The higher powers.
There you draw out 3 of those, and you stick them alongside. They're basically people that are going to be impressed with your collection of mines. So when you've built up a certain collection of mines, let's say 3 rubies and 2 emeralds, one of the nobles might have that on their card, and that's an indication that you can buy them.
Impress them.
Yeah, you can impress them, and you buy them into your kind of fan group. And they've got victory points as well. So, sorry, I forgot that.
Minor detail.
Yeah, but it's just another way of gaining points, basically.
It's not my favourite game we've played.
I'll tell you what might make it the poker chip thing really good, really nice, very
that kind of that's like the best part for me.
Quality, but I guess if it was actual gems, it might feel a little bit more thematic.
Maybe I'm not a massive fan of the illustrations. I have to say, do you like the illustrations on the developments?
I mean, it's fair. It's a picture of a mine, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't really dress that up very well.
There are some with
flowers,
people on there, aren't there?
Yeah. I mean, but it's if it's a snowy mine or a sandy mine or
I'm at 5.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, it's
alright.
I kind of would be in that area, apart from the fact that I kind of just enjoy playing games more than.
Would it be better with more than 2, maybe?
I don't think it would make much difference. Probably a little bit more take that, I guess.
Maybe. With the reserving.
With the reserving people after the game, the card that you
want. And there's more gems to start with in a 4-player.
Yeah. But then there might just be that same. I mean, they probably balanced it in as much as it's the same kind of push and pull with the stock going up and down when you need it. I don't know.
I'm at 5. What's your score?
I get the 5 would be a kind of average score. And I get that you're saying that, but I just like playing games, and so this is a game that I quite like.
You're always going to be higher than me.
Yeah, so I'll go for a 7.
Yeah.
It's not like brilliant, but it's very satisfying to play. It's nice. So yeah, 7 and 5 is 12. It's not massively high score for a classic game, but that's the point, really.
How old is it then? Do you know?
No, I don't. No,
it doesn't feel old when you're playing it.
No. Well,
this is me because I haven't played many games. Maybe if like a gamer would play it and think, God, this is old.
Since Monopoly or something. Yeah. This is a reprint actually. Hence this sort of fancy different box cover. And this is a Space Cowboys version, and I think it's French or German as well, maybe.
So it definitely isn't English.
Yeah, it's German, so that's why this cover is slightly different than the normal picture of the guy examining a jewel. But same game inside. Yeah, I mean it's
so good.
I like it, but
not amazing.
Yeah, I get it's a bit bland. Whatever. So there we go. That's Splendor for you people. I'd recommend it. Bear not so much, and that's the whole point of these reviews is which games suit both of you.
Yeah, maybe it's more for the gamers.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
than
it's
more
quite
mainstream.
mechanical, and then that's that kind of push and pull the mechanics rather than the theme.
Yeah.
So there you go. Third 12. Third 12.
Get your calculator out.
Splendor. I'm sorry. Well, no, I just forgot. Get old. Okay, so there you go. Splendor 12.
Let us know if you disagree. If I'm completely wrong, let me know. I don't mind. I won't take offence.
Thanks, guys. Hope this has helped you, and we'll see you on the next one. Please feel free to give us a like and a subscribe.
Yeah.
And it helps our algorithms, apparently. See you again on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.